Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Low Inspired Living. On this channel, I like to talk to you guys about everything fragrance related, whether that is body care, body mist, perfumes, everything that makes my life a little bit sweeter and hopefully yours too. So I love coming up with perfume and mist combinations. Really, I love doing the entire scented body care routine, but for these videos, to make it easier on myself, I am just recommending a mist and a perfume. So yes, if you have missed the previous episodes, we are doing a Taylor Swift series, counting down to TS12, and y'all, at the time I'm filming this, it is September, what's today's date? It's Saturday, September 20th. Today's September 20th. Yesterday, Taylor announced that The Life of a Showgirl is going to have a release party movie, and I already got my tickets. So yes, Friday, October 3rd, I will be going to my local movie theater with my bestie Precious, and we are going to be watching the premiere of the music video and some behind the scenes things and kind of the stories behind all of the songs from TS12, The Life of a Showgirl. So I'm so excited. I think that's going to be so amazing and so special. But yeah, we are still counting down. So today's video is 1989. This is like one of my top threes. So we're like entering top 3 album territory. I will say 1989, Reputation, and Folklore are my top albums. And then like Tortured Poets Department really does compete with it sometimes. But yeah, it really fights for its spot. But 1989 is my 3rd favorite album. I absolutely love 1989. And I am excited to recommend you some perfume combinations based on this amazing album. So let's get right into it. So Taylor moved to New York and kind of wrote this whole album about her, like she was in her 20s, and it's very much like I'm a big girl in the big city for the first time kind of feel. It was like young womanhood and discovering herself and falling in love with New York. But after some of the heartbreaks in Red in her personal life, she had taken like a long break from dating, and then she started dating Harry Styles, and it was like New York and Harry and like that whole era. So it was a pretty interesting era. So let's get right into some of the perfumes. So to start off with, I have 2 combinations that are quintessential New York. So the first one I have, if I'm going to talk about New York City, I have to talk about my girl, Kate Spade. Kate Spade is a quintessential classic New York to me. New York City, very New York City inspired. Her whole line is very based in New York City, and I absolutely love Kate Spade. I love her purses, I love her designs, and I love her perfumes. Anyway, Kate Spade, classically New York. So this is the Kate Spade perfume. This one has some strawberry notes, it has rose, it has some beautiful florals. It's a really bright, classy spring fragrance, but I decided to pair it with Winter Candy Apple over here. This one actually has some citrus notes and bergamot, and so does Winter Candy Apple. If you didn't know, Winter Candy Apple has red apples, winter rose, also has rose, candied oranges, so it kind of mixes with the citrus notes in here. This one also has maple leaf and fresh cinnamon. So pairing these 2 together takes this perfume from a very simple classic spring perfume, and by adding this scent profile, it really feels like you are in New York clinging to the ending of a New York winter Christmas. Because, you know, maybe the snow is melting, you're reluctantly finally taking down your Christmas lights, and it's like a new year, it's spring, everything is new, and that's kind of the era that Taylor was in with 1989. she was looking for a fresh start. And so that is kind of the vibe that I went for this particular pairing. And it was a surprising pairing because I've actually never tried this before. I was looking through all my perfumes and I was looking at notes and looking at different things, and I got the idea to do this and I tested it on my skin and I was like, okay, wow. This is unexpected, but really, really good. So I love this combination together. We'll definitely be wearing it. I think it is a great winter into spring transition scent, like in January, February, depending on how cold it is where you are. But definitely in Texas, January is usually our coldest month, and then February is when we're starting to like ease out from the cold and into spring. So I will probably be wearing this in February, and it is like red and pink, Valentine's Day, perfect combo, right? So this is my first recommendation. Alright, still going with the New York vibe, the Big Apple, I had to recommend a DKNY. The one I personally have that most fits, you could definitely go with the green apple DKNY. I personally have Golden Delicious, and I love this one. It has like some fruity notes to it. It has blackberry, of course it has apple and things like that. You could just do a simple apple routine if you're going for New York, Big Apple, welcome to New York kind of vibe. And you could pair it with an apple mist, like Apple Crisp from Pink. This one has fruit tart, honey pear, and sugar glaze. So you could just do a simple apple routine. Or what I also think would be really good, when you're in New York, a lot of it is like you're getting breakfast on the go. It's kind of like Paris in a way. Not that I've ever been to Paris, but a lot of people get like a bagel and a coffee or a croissant and a coffee, and they're rushing to work and the hustle and bustle of the city. So I thought, why not pair a Golden Delicious apple with all of the fruity notes in here and pair it with almond croissant. So this, honestly, this combo smells like you are on a bench in Central Park having breakfast, and it's delicious. It's amazing. So yes, honestly guys, I've only been to New York once. I would love to go back to New York. I would really, really love it. So yeah, this is another combination that's just classic apple. So 1989 had a little bit of an interesting treatment when Taylor did her re-records, because to me, and I think to most Swifties, 1989 is a true New York album. It's very New York, it's very city, but and it kind of makes sense because in the cover of the original 1989, of course, she has like the sweater with the seagulls. And then when she did her re-records, she kind of almost made 1989 a beach-inspired album. So it was like, oh, okay. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it. But thank God she got her music back, because y'all, I love the original version of 1989. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Taylor's version is good, but I love the original. I love the original so, so much. It's perfect. It could not be re-recorded in the same way. I love it. Since Taylor wanted to go for like white t-shirt, jeans on the beach type of vibe for the re-records, I thought I'd throw in a little bit of a beach aquatic scent, but it's more of like an aquatic floral. So this is kind of a surprising pick. This designer is definitely known for her original perfume, and that is Jessica McClintock. You might have seen this on your mom or your auntie's dresser, and this is one of the perfumes that the older generation has, but you guys know I love a white floral. I love a older perfume in some senses. So I really like this one. This is number 3 by Jessica McClintock. Beautiful white floral, and it's an aquatic white floral, which I absolutely love that scent profile. It smells so good on me. My skin is just like very loving of a white floral. It works for my skin chemistry personally. So I would recommend this if you're going for that like running on the beach with your white t-shirt and your jeans type of vibe that she went for on the re-records. And you can pair it honestly with any kind of aquatic body mist that you have. So I paired it both with Capri by Vince Camuto. This is a really nice like powdery iris blue kind of smell. Very aquatic. Or you could pair it with Aqua Hour from Bath & Body Works, which is a version of Aqua de Joyo. So I also love this combination as well. So there's your aquatic combination. On 1989, Taylor has some of her best like sweet, loving, sweeping romantic ballads, which is This Love as well as Wildest Dreams. Both of those songs, they're like these epic, sweeping, romantic songs, and they're the sweetest songs. So let's put in sweetest songs from Bath & Body Works. I have it, of course, in the Fine Fragrance and the EDP. This is one of my favorite fragrances that has come out recently from Bath & Body Works, and surprisingly so, because at first, I feel like this fragrance is a little bit more complex than people give it credit for. And just like these songs, both This Love and Wildest Dreams, they're both sweeping and romantic, but they kind of have this bittersweetness to it, because in Wildest Dreams, it's written from the perspective of someone that you no longer are with. So it's like, you'll see me in your wildest dreams, we're no longer together. And then in This Love, written from a perspective of a love that was gone and came back, and that whole kind of thing. And I think we all learn, once you break up, there's a reason you break up, there's a reason the relationship didn't work. So even if you get back together, it's obviously not going to work out in the end most of the time. So I decided those vibes of those two songs really match well with Sweetest Song, because this one, it has that sweet raspberry, that it's like sweet, a little bit musky and raspberry. The notes on here are blush, raspberry, sugar crystals, and whipped musk. But that raspberry actually adds a little bit of bittersweetness, a little bit of tartness, but it's still sweet, but it's a little bitter. So a bittersweet, sweeping romance definitely matches the vibe of Sweetest Song. So that is why I wanted to put this pair into the 1989 video. And the colors also definitely match the vibe, because this was like a very pink and blue sunset color kind of album. So I think this one would go great with 1989. Another of my favorite songs on the 1989 album was Clean. And Taylor wrote this after kind of being scrutinized in the press of dating too many people. And, you know, having this experience of like, well, it's only because cameras are on me. Everybody in their 20s, they date, and the only reason that it's a speculation for Taylor is because she's Taylor Swift. So she took a long break from dating, and this song Clean is about rediscovering yourself and falling in love with yourself and finding that inner love rather than seeking external validation from a relationship. And it is one of her most beautiful songs. I absolutely love Clean. So I wanted to do something specifically for Clean, and a perfume came into my life that I was testing maybe for Life of a Showgirl. This is Forever Elizabeth by Elizabeth Taylor. If you guys know, one of the songs on TS12 is Elizabeth Taylor. So I've been investigating some of Elizabeth Taylor's perfumes. So I did buy that for this, but honestly it works more for Clean. Once I smelled it, I was like, oh yeah, this reminds me of Clean, and it kind of fits with the 1989 vibe, similar to the white t-shirt, jeans on the beach kind of vibe, but this is like a really clean bubble type of scent, a bath, fresh from the bath type of scent. So I absolutely love this. I mean, it even looks like an iridescent bubble. It's beautiful. It has powdery iris. It has floral notes. But at the end of the day, it is just very clean and fresh and soapy. I love this one. It's beautiful. I would pair it with White Jasmine from Bath & Body Works for a mist. Just a perfect clean combo. Alright, and last but certainly not least, one of my favorite songs on 1989 is Wonderland, because I love Alice in Wonderland. I also think Taylor was inspired to write Wonderland from the Alice in Wonderland statue in Central Park. She probably looked at that a lot while she was in New York, and just different things going on in her life at the time. And I feel like this combination is very much like you're in a wonderland relationship. You're almost drunk on this whirlwind of a relationship, and it's confusing and maddening, and you're not sure if you're going to be together, and you're not sure if you're out of the woods yet. That kind of vibe. So I went with a Cotton Candy Clouds and Pretty Pink by Anna Sweet. So this is like a Bellini scent, so it kind of adds like that drunken champagne kind of scent, but the cotton candy, it brings in the sweetness. So it's kind of like those drinks where they have the cotton candy that melts into the champagne. That's what this kind of vibe is, and it's like a boardwalk, it's summer, it's madness, it's all of that. So if you really like Wonderland from Taylor Swift and you love that kind of like craziness vibe and like that sweet saccharine, is this love real? This combo is for you. Okay, that was my recommendations for 1989 Taylor's version. If you stuck around to the end, leave me a light blue heart emoji so let me know you watched the whole thing. For favorite songs from 1989, I mentioned them throughout, but I love most of this album. Is like one of my top favorites. I love Out of the Woods. I've always loved Out of the Woods. Wildest Dreams, one of my favorite songs. I Know Places, that one's a really good one too. I love Clean Wonderland, You Are in Love, New Romantics. Honestly though, one of my favorites is Slut from the re-records. That was an iconic song. That was again like one, like the world was not ready for Slut when it first came out. And when did the first album come out? Like 2014? Or 2013, the world wasn't ready for Slut yet, so it's good that it came out with the re-records. Now That We Don't Talk is another amazing one from the re-records. Is It Over Now? I love it. So they did have really good re-records for 1989. Oh, don't play it, don't play it. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite song from 1989? Is 1989 one of your favorite albums? Let me know. But guys, if you know the Taylor timeline, you know what the next album is going to be. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.